welcome to TBTVSport and to the Mead and Skoda Arena in Brockenhurst, where today Bodmin Town visit the Badgers in the FA Vase first round. If you're local to the Bournemouth, Christchurch and Poole area and you've got a load of rubbish that you need getting rid of, give my mate Steve a call at All Clean Waste Management. If you're ever visiting Brockenhurst and you're not quite sure whether you're near the ground, have a look around for something that's out of place. I'm talking like a horse or a donkey or some other kind of animal just roaming around the street. If there is, you're probably nearby. As today's teams are from different leagues, let's have a look and see how they're doing. Brockenhurst are top of the shop in the Wessex Premier, whereas Bodmin Town are in 11th position in the South West Peninsula League (brackets Premier West), close brackets. Next up from me will be Wimborne Town against Merthyr Town in the Southern League Premier South. The game's on Tuesday night, so you'll get the highlights a day or so later. And I don't know about you, but I'm also a big fan of the motivational slap on the arse. Okay, let's have a look at today's teams. As I mentioned earlier on, Brock have been tearing it up in the Wessex Premier this season, with Silvano Obeng proving to be a shrewd addition by Pat McManus, so it'll be intriguing to see how he does against a team from outside the area. Today's match is going to be refereed by Ryan Thomas and it'll be ably assisted by Paul Hicks and Derek Pratt. It's refreshing to see these officials doing a normal warm-up. That's something we didn't get on Tuesday night, which I'll share with you now. If you've not seen this, brace yourself.
Strike up the measure sprightly this way, and we'll dance an idle hour away. Dance in the garden, dance on the lea, to a marvellous music light and free. Breathe the cold rushes, flooding is the willow, Steamboat is here, her hand is there, and she rides on the sun.
Honestly, the mind boggles. Anyway, if you find yourself liking this, please consider subscribing to my channel and give this video a little thumbs up. Now, over to you, sir.
Come on, you Badgers!
The only way to follow that is to say that these highlights are brought to you by TBTV. During my introduction, I mused on how interesting it would be to see how Silvano Obeng coped against teams from outside of his region. Well, it didn't take long to find out. Just over 2 minutes gone and it's 1-0 to the Badgers, and don't go behind the post. A lovely cross by Christy Wald is met by Obeng, and we'll have answers on a postcard please for whatever it is that the keeper's doing. The perfect start, I hear you say. Well, no, this is the perfect start. Christy Wald finishes from 6 yards out and thankfully runs to the other corner flag. 2-0 after 4 minutes, that's the perfect start. We'll never know what Bodmin Town may have offered the game had the scores remained level for more than 2 minutes. This was one of their few attacking moments in the first half. Some smart work by Bell is met by Bentley, whose shot goes just wide. However, the first half was absolutely dominated by the Badgers. This should have been free, but somehow Wu Yang manages to hit the post. Recovering from an absolutely nightmare first couple of minutes, Dale England in the Bodmin goal manages to keep out Shorey's drive. Bodmin skipper Tom Chambers was in an uncompromising mood. Quite rightly, the referee chucks him in his little black book. Following England's save down the other end, James Mayo was not to be outdone, pulling off this save from Bell. I don't know why, but whenever I hear the phrase, I automatically think about a 1960s sitcom. Anyway, fair to say that Sylve was causing Bodmin all sorts of problems. Nice team goal this one, starts with Mayo and ends up with a big man up front. Obeng scores the Badgers' third, and of course he heads for the post. That finish was as cool as a cucumber, but listen on the next replay for the goalie's reaction when his defender misses the header. In what was increasingly looking to be a forlorn effort, Hull Wheatley went on a run. The Bodmin Town gaffer Darren Gilbert was getting frustrated with some of the referee's decision making and let him know. Meanwhile, the coolest kid on the block, Brock just seemed to be able to pick it off in midfield and release their runners. This time it's Christy Wald who can't quite find the finish. So there was an incident here that I'm just going to let run through. With Bell seemingly mortally injured, the ref stops play and waves on the physio. But as if by magic, he's up, and he's suggesting that there's an elbow. He's really convinced there's an elbow. What a stroke of luck, there happens to be a cameraman here. Let's have a look at this in slow motion and close up. Not really an elbow in my book, more like Pat Wilson's wrist, resting gently on his shoulder. Another opportunity for Jamie Shorey, this one rescued off the line. We're approaching half time and Obeng wants his hat-trick. Let's see whether he gets it. Brock Twitter wanted VAR, so let's have a little shifty. Nah. After a start he could only dream about, Pat McManus's team go in 3-0 up. After having apparently learnt absolutely nothing from the first half, Bodmin come out, make a slow start to the second and concede within 2 minutes. Deja vu, anyone? Jamie Shorey picks his spot, finds the back of the net, cuddles his teammates and gives the little wave to the crowd. Bodmin were having some sporadic attacks at this point in time, but little did we know we were about to have the comedy moment of the match. Not only does the referee get an inadvertent touch, he also decides it's a good idea to burst Steve Colwell's eardrum. That's when you know it's a bad day. Vying for top spot in today's comedy showcase is this poorly executed dive by Dan Jennings. We're approaching midway in the second half now and there's a couple of chances at both ends. Following a period of play where nothing really happened, Kieran O'Donnell finds Mitchell Speechley Price and he does this. An absolutely worldy finish, no keepers getting near that, and that's 5-0 to the Badgers. The classy O'Donnell was clearly back in the mood again, eventually feeding Christy Ward, who slots in for his second and Brockenhurst sixth. It wasn't long before time ran out and the referee blew up for full time. After a dominating performance, Brockenhurst win 6-0 and move into the next round. Don't forget to drop us a little subscription if you feel like it and give us a thumbs up on the video if you've enjoyed it. And finally, a quick reminder to join me midweek when I'll bring you Bodmin Town against Merthyr Town. In the meantime, stay safe.